Hi, I'm Mark. This is my astrology review for September for Taurus and Taurus rising. Now, this is going to be quite a start to the month. There are two sets of aspects that are going on. There are the outside ones, which are going to make you feel more sociable, more willing to try new things and get out and do things, and learn about things. And then there's a deeper inner set of aspects that are going on behind the scenes. These are highlighted from your 12th house. You have Mars in your 12th house with a conjunction from the black moon Lilith. Now the black moon is our shadow side. It's where our primitive urges come from. So what does this mean? Well, on the outside you may be learning lots of new things, you may be discovering things and experiencing new things, and this is great. But what you've also got to take into account are that these primitive feelings and urges will be rising up quite strongly. So the things that you're learning and discovering, they may change your beliefs. They may change the belief in yourself and your fellow human beings, your friends and your family. There may also be a leaning towards friends rather than family, because you can have more open and honest discussions with them and be more sociable with them. So it's a difficult start to the month, but I'm sure we'll be able to get through this if we honour those inner primitive urges and make sure we keep them under control, because sometimes they can come out, shoot out at any moment, and you think, where did that come from? So you have to stay in control, go out, enjoy yourself, try new things, but just be mindful of these deep unconscious urges. Let's stay with Mars for a bit, because on the 9th Mars goes retrograde. Now what does this mean? Well, you know that Uranus is in your sign, and Uranus is bringing forth a lot of change and a lot of developments in your life. This is ongoing at the moment. With Mars retrograde in the 12th house means you need to now continue to work behind the scenes. It's not time to push everything out in the open yet. So you need to keep doing this inner work, this preparation, because when Mars turns direct on the 13th of November, then it will be a time to push forward again, because soon after it will come into your first house, and then all can be brought into the open, and then the changes can really start rapidly. But at the moment you've got these inner challenges that need to be sorted out before you'll be able to move forward later on in the year. Now Mars retrograde turns the energy more inward. It changes, the energy doesn't change, it's just the workings of it change. So it will be focused more on the inner world rather than the outer world. This doesn't mean to say you can't carry on doing things in the outer world, it just means the focus changes. So there'll be more inner changes going on. But these have to be done, these have to be made before Mars can go direct and into your first house, because that's going to be a big bang when that happens. Everything will start falling into place, and you'll be able to drive forward when Mars comes into your sign. Like the bull, you'll be able to focus and charge forward. The same day that Mars goes retrograde, the Sun forms a trine aspect with Jupiter, and this is one of the luckiest, most fortunate aspects you can have. So this is also a good time. The Sun in your 5th house wants to express itself creatively. Jupiter expands and enlarges everything it touches, so this is a time to have big ideas, big creative ideas, and put them into action. This is not a day for sitting around or laying in bed. It's time to get up and do something really positive. This is a great transit, so make the most of it. On the 10th, there's an opportunity to release a blockage that's maybe holding you back, stopping you from moving forward on the spiritual path. It will probably come from the unconscious. There'll be some light shed on an issue that maybe you can overcome that. Also, it could help you to understand finances better, either your own or your partner's. There could be a clue here that helps you to sort those things out. Then on the 12th, the Sun makes an opposition to Neptune, And this could be difficult for relationships, maybe a misunderstanding or you don't quite know what's going on. It's best not to get into an argument about it, let it go, because on the 13th Jupiter moves direct. Now this is good because this will give you better judgment, better understanding, and then you'll be able to sort things out. On the 15th, it's a good day for personal transformation through your relationship. You can show off a bit, it's exciting that day, it's stimulating. If you're single, you could meet someone who's slightly different or exciting. Then on the 17th, it's another great day. You'll feel very pleasant that day and you'll want everything around you to be pleasant. It's a new moon, so it's a good time to think big, plan ahead for the future. Between the 21st and the 23rd, Mercury, who's in Libra, forms a T-square. T-squares form tension. There could be difficulties with communications, in relationships, in the workplace, or over finances. The way through this is to get balance. How do you get balance? Through your values. Ask yourself, do I value this? Do I value this relationship? Am I being valued at work? Do I value these purchases I'm making? This is the way forward. Think about your values and your worth. Are these things that are annoying you worth the attention? Do you value them? If not, you need to move away from them. On the 23rd, the Sun moves into your 6th house and into Libra. Now here the emphasis changes for you. You'll be more concerned with your health, fitness, diet, also your daily routines. Are you getting enough rest? Are you doing too much? Or could you push forward a bit more? Between the 25th and 27th, Mars, who we said earlier is a little bit under pressure this month, makes 2 aspects, and this could make you a little bit irritable. This could make you a little bit tetchy. You could be telling people what you think of them. You could get angry. It's not a time to get involved in confrontations. Just let this period pass, and then the end of the month is a lot better. Good news at the end of the month, Saturn, who's in your fellow Earth sign of Capricorn, moves direct. It's been retrograde for some time, but it now moves direct. What does this mean? Well, all the lessons you've learned, all the things you've come across while Saturn's been retrograde, and if you take notice of them, then you'll be able to push forward. Saturn gives structure to everything. So all those changes you're going through and all those things you're thinking about changing, Saturn will now help those to take some form of structure and will eventually bring them into fruition. Saturn takes away sometimes, but it always gives back more than it takes. So if you've learned a harsh lesson, you will be rewarded now. Venus has final action at the end of the month. She makes a positive aspect to Mars and also to the Moon's nose. And when Venus and Mars comes together, that's good for relationships. It's good for you to be able to obtain your desires. And because the North Node is in your 2nd house, it's also a good time to attract wealth to you, or possessions, all those things that you desire. So it's a good end to the month. Hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, or if you'd like to leave me a comment, I'll be glad to hear from you. Have a good month.